Welcome, everybody, to episode 11 of Digital Marketing Made Simple. This is the podcast show where we take everything complicated about digital marketing and make it very simple for you to implement today quickly for your career or for your business. I'm Rob Pacinelli. I'm your host, live here from the Best Media Studios in Toronto. And today we're going to be talking about SEO and more specifically, keyword research. SEO. What is SEO? Search engine optimization. This is the best type of traffic you can get for your business. Once you have the rankings, the traffic is relatively permanent until your competition does more work to outrank you. So again, it's the hardest type of traffic to get. Takes a long time to get the rankings. Usually it's a 6-month strategy as a minimum, and however, it is permanent and long-term. So let's get right into it. Where do we start with SEO? Keyword research. Focusing on the right keywords is so important today when it comes to SEO and your campaigns. It's kind of like the map or your GPS. Without the right keywords or the right keyword research, it's kind of like putting an incorrect destination into your GPS. You're going to get somewhere, but you're not going to get to your right goal or to your right destination. So I hope that makes sense. Targeting your audience and targeting the right keywords. So critical, so important. So let's talk a little bit about this. Whether you're creating blogs, whether you're optimizing your website, whether you're writing, any content online, the focus has to be threefold. A, who is your target audience? What keywords will attract that target audience, and then implementing those keywords naturally and strategically in your content. What are they searching for in the type of product or services you are offering? So that's a very good strategy. So you need to put yourself into the shoes of your audience and see what would someone be searching for on Google or on YouTube, etc., to find my products or services. And usually this would start with awareness type information. So, they're going to do research first. So there could be so many types of topics or content pieces that you would want to create around that. For instance, if you're selling sports shoes, what kind of rubber shoes are they looking for? What are they looking for? A brand? Are they looking for a specific activity? That's my example there. And then who is searching for these type of items? Why? And how many people are searching for it? If you're going after keywords that are very low in volume, you can't expect a whole amount of traffic to result from that. Are you selling a product or are you selling a service? This is going to be different as well. So who is searching for the items and where are they coming from? Are they located internationally or are they located close to your location? All of this makes a difference when it comes to the keyword research. And in terms of tools, you may be asking yourself, Rob, what tools should I be using for my keyword research? Great question. The tools that I would suggest you use as a bare minimum, the Google Keyword Planner. It's a free tool. It doesn't give you the details that you need in terms of the specific number of searches and volume, etc., but it will give you a range. It'll be like this keyword is searched between 1 and 100 times or between 1,000 and 10,000 times. So it gives you a good idea of what that range of traffic is. For better information, I like to use what's called SEMrush. We use the paid version, but they also have a free trial that's available, so you can use this, in a limited capacity. SEMrush.com, great tool, will give you much more detailed information, and I believe will give you at least the first 100 results in terms of keywords. So basically, let's use the example of you're selling divorce services in Toronto. So, you want to type in separation, you want to type in divorce agreement or separation agreement and see what comes up as a result of this. So they will give you 3 categories of keywords in SEMrush. They will give you actual phrase match and all related phrase match. They will give you related keywords that are not exact phrase matches, and then they will even give you questions that people are asking related to that keyword. So great tool to use. There's many more available, but I would really just stick to that. And this show's all about simple, so stick to one or the other or use both. The two types of keyword research that you're going to want to do are twofold. There are short tail keywords you're going to focus on, and then there are long tail keywords. Short tail keywords are very broad, very generic, and less than 3 words. Tennis shoes, basketball shoes, tennis racket, as an example. These are very broad and will not convert well as a result overall. Because they are broad, the actual intent of the user is not to buy tennis shoes. Instead, the overall intent can be, much more broader. And in terms of finding the keywords that have the intent for, that will give you that conversion in a much better fashion, we need to look at the long tail keywords. So very specific and usually more than 3 words. Example being, tennis shoes for women, as an example. So now we're getting much more specific. Sometimes they'll even say, I want, white tennis shoes for women. Very specific. The colors listed, the genders listed, the activity they're going to use it for is listed. So that is a great example of a long tail keyword with the user intent, which is focused on purchasing that product. Whereas when we have just tennis shoes, very broad. People may be doing research on it. The intent is not to buy tennis shoes as much as it is when someone searches white tennis shoes for women. And, they could even get a little bit more, detailed. Nike basketball shoes in Toronto, for example. So the keyword intent is so powerful. Focusing on long tail keywords will pay off so much more when you're doing SEO for the following reasons. A, short tail keywords are much more competitive, much harder to rank for, and will not give you the conversion rates that you're looking for. So instead, focus on long tail keywords. They will be easier to rank for, and the intent is much more focused on conversions in terms of, your product or service. So that would be my strong suggestion. And then even looking at trending keyword research. So there's some tools available online that you can see the trends of the keywords. So a great example is the Christmas season. Every time Christmas comes around and a few months in advance, the trends of certain keyword researches spike up greatly because people start searching and purchasing online and so on. So understanding the trends and cycles of these keyword researches is so important as well. So moving on, what mistakes are you making during your keyword research? And I'm going to speak as part of my experience. This may help you. You may start to encounter some of these, and I want to help you avoid them as much as possible. Learn from my mistakes so that you can spend your time more efficiently. And again, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm not going to get too detailed here, but here's a list of the top 10 biggest SEO keyword research mistakes people are making. Disregarding research intent. We talked about this. Long tail keywords will help you to do that. Exerting little effort to actually talk to people about this keyword. So through information about potential customers can be done online. Getting firsthand information from other businesses, clients, customer support reps, sales staff will play a huge role as well, because these are people in the industry that are live, they're in the trenches, they're every day. They will be able to shed some light on the intent of certain keywords and the use of them and which ones you should be focusing on. And then not knowing where they are searching. So you have a great keyword, but where are they searching for that keyword? Are they searching that on YouTube, or are they searching that on Google, or maybe Bing? Big difference. So we need to know where they're searching that keyword. What platform are they using? Not evaluating the actual search engine result pages. Such a simple thing to do. So now you have your keyword, hopefully your long tail keyword. And I'm going to stick to my tennis shoe example. So your long tail keyword is white tennis shoes for women in Toronto. Boom. Very specific, very high intent to purchase these shoes. And to make sure it's a good fit for your business, you need to enter this into Google and see the search engine results that come up for that keyword. Make sure it matches your intent. Make sure what you see there is, is reflective of your competition. And all of a sudden, this has happened to me so many times. I thought I'd come upon a great long tail keyword, and when I entered into Google, the actual search engine results are nowhere near what I was expecting. And although I thought this was going to be a great keyword, it was going to convert, when I actually tested and put it out, doing a keyword search in Google, it showed a completely different result. Shed some light to what I missed exactly. And it's a great way to make sure that you're not focusing your time, energy, and resources on the wrong keyword. So make sure you use it in Google and search it. Looking at the past volume, very important. So short tail keywords will be high volume, long tail keywords, lower volume. But again, if you're looking for maybe awareness type keywords, you want to stick to maybe the short tail keywords versus the long tail. So that is one example of where you may want to focus on broader audiences, broader type of intent and keywords. You just need to prioritize your goals there and understand which ones would serve you best. Branding, more of the short tail keywords. Conversions and sales, long tail keywords. So I hope that makes sense. And yeah, one of my points here is ignoring the long tail keywords. So important. And when it comes to the long tail keywords, I actually want to add one more keyword tool that will be so powerful. Uber Suggest by Neil Patel. Very, very powerful. And he just did a recent update on it in 2020 here. So check out Uber Suggest. Probably will be the only keyword research tool that you would need for your long tail keywords. Unbelievable value there. So Uber Suggest, use that for your long tail keywords. And incorporating them into your content strategy, huge. Localization. Oh, wow. This can get really confusing. Do I include local keywords like Toronto or Canada for certain keywords that I focus on? Again, looking at the search engine results, that will give you a good idea of if you should include that or not. So where is your audience coming from? Understanding that. Are they local to Toronto only? Then definitely you should include that keyword for Toronto. Yeah, proximity considerations are so huge, and understanding where your customers and your audience is coming from will define how you should use localized elements of keywords. So, looking at your competitors. So being unaware of your competitors and looking at your competitors, huge. So, you're going to study their products and services, but you also need to know how they appear in the search results. If you want to see an example of a competitor keyword research report, I'll give that to you at no cost for free. Email me anytime, roberto@thebestmedia.com. Request a keyword research report for one of your competitors, and I'll gladly provide that to you at no cost. This will outline all the keywords your competitor ranks for on Google organically, and this may shed some light onto the keywords that you should be focusing on. And then lack of keyword difficulty evaluation. So making sure you understand how difficult it is to rank for a certain keyword is very important as well. Obviously we want to pick the lowest hanging fruit. You want to focus on keywords that are least competitive, that will bring you the best results. So there has to be a balance, obviously. But the keywords that are very competitive, and I'm going to give you an example, Toronto lawyers. So if you came to me and said you want to rank for Toronto lawyers, no problem. But we got a lot of work to do. And, considering the competition we are up against and the budgets that those competitors have, you better be prepared to come to the table with your checkbook and understanding that it's going to take a lot to rank for that keyword due to it being massively competitive. If that's not what you're ready for, then let's look at the longer tail keywords that will still convert well for you. And my last 2 points, the content strategy part. So inserting keywords after the article is written. So one of the things that most SEO digital marketers do not do, and I find there's a big gap, is editing and updating content and refining keyword density and adding other related keywords. So quick strategy, and again, I take this from Neil Patel. So you have a content, maybe it's a blog article that's starting to rank well, and it's responsible for, a greater amount of the traffic coming to your website. So what you want to do is take that article and optimize it even further. So it's already ranking well for some keywords. So now let's make it rank well for more related, relevant keywords. So you want to add additional keywords after the article is written. You want to add related, relevant keywords, and in 2 ways: topical depth, so going down deep, and even breadth. So when you talk about, for example, Toronto digital marketing as an example, Google's going to expect to see some related keywords in there. So digital marketing will have to do with, it wants to hear Google, it wants to hear keyword rankings, it wants to hear social media ads, it wants to hear YouTube advertising. So these are all related keywords to digital marketing as an example. And these are keywords to give you that topical breadth. And then you want to go deep down for certain keywords as well. That's the topical depth that you need to do. So, it sounds a little bit confusing, but it only makes sense. You can't expect to rank an article for one specific keyword without having any related relevant keywords as well. Adding additional keywords to your article after it's written, after the fact, huge, because you just see the progress and the traffic increase more and more as you do this. So you see some blog articles or content pieces rank well, optimize them, add to that after, and continue to optimize. And if you do a good job, you'll see the ranking and the traffic continue to grow. And then last piece, not focusing on broad topics. Creatively focus on broader topics can bring you new ideas and make the content presented on your website and social media platforms more natural. So huge in the eyes of Google and its algorithm, how it ranks your website organically. I hope that makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. We talked about a lot of different things here, but the intention here is to keep it simple. I think we might have went a little bit too in depth here with a few things, but that's okay. Yeah, we looked at Uber suggests for your long tail keywords. We looked at the Google Keyword Planner, which is a very simple tool as well to use. Google Trends, huge if you're looking at trends. Maybe you want to see if people are mentioning your name, your brand, or other brands. And lastly, if you want a fourth choice for your keyword tools, you can use the Moz, M-O-Z, Keyword Explorer as well. But I would stick with the Uber Suggest. To me, that's giving me the best results. It's a free tool. And that's basically it. So, keyword research is the foundation of your SEO. So I hope this was valuable to you. Please let me know. Send us comments, feedback on our social media. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can be notified the next time I release any content like this. And get ready for much more SEO content coming at you. We're going to put a heavy emphasis on SEO in the next little bit. So if you have anything specific you want me to talk about, let me know as well. As always, have a great day. Thank you for watching. See ya.